Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Monday, July 6, 2026, and I am driving towards where I used to work, but not actually going to work. I'm going to a meeting of retirees. Woo-hoo. And I want to talk to you about the latest news with Big Brother 28. And I do have some news, and I do have some thoughts, and I may pause this to do a couple of things real quick, but we're going to get through it together. First of all, on the off chance you saw either my TikTok or Instagram video yesterday that I then deleted, there was a reason for that. In that video, I mistakenly said that the house guests moved in yesterday and figured out why, and it has to do with the news that did come out yesterday. So, last year on move-in day, which was Tuesday, which probably is again this Tuesday, Dingo, aka Hamster Watch, revealed the initials of 16 of the 17 house guests that had moved into the house, or that were moving into the house that day, and commented on it. Well, she released that list of names of first initials yesterday, and she did not say they were moving in, but my brain added that bit. And so that's why I thought they were moving in, which didn't make sense and I just was a bit scattered and I didn't think about it. But no, they did not move in yesterday. They are probably moving in tomorrow, and we'll probably get a cast list tomorrow. But the initials still hold, and she released a list of 17 initials, and I will read those out to you for those of you that want to write them down. This is where I pause because I am going to have to pull up that list to write it down, and yes, there is that. So I will be right back with a list of 17 letters that you can ponder for the next 12 to 24 hours, all right? And the letters are, again, this is the first name of every house guest that we know of, that Dingo knows of, their first letters. Now, I don't know if Dingo's been given the full names or the who they are, or just the letters themselves. And maybe that's all the source gave them. I don't know, but what I will tell you is these are the letters: A, B, C, D, D, H, J, K, L, L, M, M, R, R, and S. So what does that mean? Well, assuming that there isn't a surprise house guest, first of all, there's 17 in that list. Assuming there isn't any surprises, which there very well could be, that means that a house guest that some people had hoped to be on, say, for example, Eric Stein from Big Brother 8. Lots of people were hopeful that he would get his shot this year. Well, he's not in the house, if that's to be believed, or he's not on the cast. Any E's, right? I went through the list. I made a list of all any T's. If you think of the letter T's names that were on the, Tyler, and there's always a possibility of an R, M's, there's A's. One of the names we have been hearing. So let me give you the rumors, right? There's been a lot of rumored names. Okay, so like Quinn was rumored. No, obviously not a Q. Xavier, not an X. But Felicia, there was an F. No F's names, but there was a name. Angela has been rumored. Well, she could still be in the house, right? What we have heard, and sorry for not remembering exactly what I have told you guys, but what we have heard is there is at least one returning Big Brother player, and there are at least one one player house guest that is going to be from another reality show. Now, the numbers you would expect to be more than just two people, so we're expecting, I would guess 4. That's just a good number. But now that we have 17, I guess you could have 5. 4, they like that even number. 16 is a good even number to have because you can divide it into 2 groups right away, or you can divide it into 4 groups. When you have 17, you have an odd person out, possibly. So I'm not sure where the 17 is, but let's just, Rachel was the 17th house guest, which, again, a lot of us think last year she was a last-minute add-on. But let's say, for the sake of argument, assume that it's maybe 4. It could be, some people were thinking 8 and 8. Well, obviously we have 17, so we're not going to be 8 and 8. But 4 seems just like a good number. The names that I have seen really hot and heavy in the last 2 days, just based on my timeline, is Angela, and then I don't know what season she won. This is where my Survivor knowledge gets weird. I think is it Say? I'm gonna have to pause and look this one up too, because it seems it's the name that you're hearing a lot of. And then the drag queen has got the list too. Oh my God, I gotta pull up these 2 names. Hang on 1 second. All right. So Angela, and then D, and I think it's Salinas, from Survivor. Nope, I combined 2 names there. D. Valderez from Survivor, and I think the challenge, I guess. And then Selena Titties or something. It's a weird last name. That's their, and I'm saying there on a whole pronoun thing, because Selena is a drag queen, and that is her stage name, and his name, because I don't think he's transgender, I think he only dresses, right? This is where it gets all in, and I'm trying not to step on any toes, so apologies. But his name is Jason. I can't think of his last name right now. Is the other name that is really out there hot and heavy, to the point where people found the video of him coming into, or as Selena coming into the Big Brother house before Big Brother 26, right? As a test group, right? So anyways, so Jason or Selena, however you want to do it. Obviously, both letters work for that. The D works for the Survivor person, and the A works for Angela. I don't know. Those are the 3 names. There's obviously, if there are 4, there would be a 4th name, if those 3 are even accurate. I am not saying they're accurate. I'm saying those are the names that are out there a lot. And the chances are that somebody's heard something, and the fact that it's gotten so much traction makes it seem like it's fairly a legitimate possibility. So that's the names that we've heard. I mean, we've heard lots of other names too. I just can't even guess. We know that some people aren't, like Morgan. I think I mentioned on here that Morgan is definitely not. She's been doing podcasting and stuff. We have lots of names of people that are going to be in New York or in all the different parties. There is a party, by the way, in Hollywood, West Hollywood, California. The information is posted on Blue Sky. Go look if you hadn't seen it. The tickets for the Dallas show are sold out. The tickets for the New York show that I'm going to be at, or the New York party that I'm going to be at, only VIP tickets remain, which means it's more expensive, but you get a little bit more access to people, so that's something to keep in mind. Don't think the tickets to Boston are completely sold out yet, and I don't think the tickets to, however you do it for Seattle, are completely gone yet. I posted a thread yesterday on Blue Sky with links to all of those parties if you were looking to go for Thursday night. So, that's the parts that we know. I'm trying to think of anything else I know. They just posted today, there were a bunch of Julie interviews posted. I know that Mike, I'm sure that Sharon posted one too. Mike Bloom posted one, and Ross posted one as well. So Julie interviews are out. They're very campy. They're very, like, Julie apparently told Ross that there will be more security this year because she was abducted last year at the beginning, right? Yes. And she said to Mike Bloom that she would love to see the Chilltown revive, and it's like, they're never reviving. I don't know. She has to know that Will has placed a restraining order against Mike, because Mike is a bit of a nut job. But I don't know. Mike Boogie, that is, not me, Mike. So that's the major news that we know is going on. It's possible that we may get a couple of names pop out today, more than I just did possible names. If we have actual evidence come out today, I will let you know. Otherwise, expect Lots and lots of news tomorrow with house names. That's just what we're guessing because we think they move into the house, and that is when the cast is locked, when they step across that threshold, and that is the way they do it now. So, what else? I will be streaming. People have been asking, will I be doing video streams? I tested last night a setup for video streaming, and I'm fairly happy with what I got going on my laptop, which means that my intent on Thursday is to try to do a little bit of streaming from the party in New York. So stay tuned for that. It would be on Twitch. I realize some people don't like Twitch and all that. I'm sorry. It is just the easier way to go for me. And to run it and everything. I want to do Twitch and YouTube live, and I do intend to do that eventually, but for mobile purposes and being out in the middle of nowhere with just a computer and a Wi-Fi connection, Twitch, just having one source is going to be the best way to go. So keep that in mind if you want to have a little bit of a peek into the adventures going on in New York on Thursday. I will plan to be able to fire up something, whether it's on my phone or on a laptop, whatever I'm doing. I will be dropping things and saying hi, not during the show, before and after, or at least one of those two. I will plan to pop on, say hello, and see if I can even maybe get some former house guests or something to say hello. I don't know how it's going to go. It's all very up in the air. I'm still putting things together and figuring things out on what I can do. But I do plan on trying that. So that's what I got for you guys. More later today if anything comes up, as I said, and more tomorrow for sure. Appreciate your support, and I hope you guys have a great day. And I have to go post my retraction eventually on Instagram and TikTok. I took those videos down. I need to straighten that out and explain why I thought they moved in the house yesterday for no reason. All right? Take care, everybody. Thanks for your support, as always, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.